certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Thank you for the cookies. Oh, are you ski-daddling? As fast as you... Ah! That's a camera. Sorry. Welcome to the show, everybody. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I got served cookies. Hopefully that's all I get. Oh, my God, they got warmed up in the microwave. This is... Oh, I want to imagine. Oh, boy, is that good. Wonderful. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Friday, and I have no Gino. Am I upset about this? You're goddamn right I'm upset about this. But the Lovebirds have to go to South Cackalack, and they got to get wedding shit all set up. Fucking show-offs. Guess what? I've had 2 of them. Probably going to have a 3rd at some point. So suck my dick. Ooh, I'm planning my first wedding. Fuck yourself. Actually, I can't say that, can I? I'm in it. I don't mean to brag, but I'm a groomsman in the wedding. I'm very happy about this. All you have to do, apparently, to be a groomsman in someone's wedding is leave a drug den and not get hooked on coke. I'm very excited about this. Welcome to the program. I'm feeling spectacular today, so I decided I'd do a show on the internet because that'll fix that. Read about how terrible I am. A lot of people telling you how good you are. You know, the thing about doing an internet show is it's kind of like doing stand-up. You know, a lot of stand-ups, they have this problem where they can hear 150 people laugh. But if they see one person not laughing, they'll laser focus on that one person. Oh my God, I haven't popped out any of the chats today. Jesus Christ, monkey balls. Let's pop out those chats, boys and girls, so we can talk to people. There we go. Hi, Rumble. Hi, YouTube. I'm just getting you guys ready for the day. There we go. But the problem here with... I can't even, you know what? Honestly, I can't even remember what. Oh, the problem with Gino being gone is that we don't have Axis Friday. We have a German, but we don't have an I-tie. Johnny offered to fill in today. I accepted his offer. By the way, tomorrow, you know what tomorrow is? Johnny's first raise payment. That is super exciting news. So Johnny offered to fill in today. I said yes. Problem is, and we're trying to figure out how to navigate this. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to stop taking bites of these cookies. They're so fucking good. So, Johnny got suspended from his YouTube channel. Something about some study about some damn thing. He can tell us all about it. I'm excited to hear it. But he got suspended from YouTube, and I don't know what the rules are. The rules have been very shifty and shady. Can Johnny come on this YouTube broadcast? Or is that suspension evasion, and I could get in trouble, and his channel could get in more trouble. Nobody wants that. And then the other issue is, if he can, do we want him? I'm just kidding. Of course we want him. So we're going to try and figure that out for next week. There's also been another wrench thrown into these plans. I don't know if you watched yesterday's show yet. I'm sorry. I'm having another fucking bite of this cookie. I'm like Petey Green doing the how to eat a watermelon video. Lord have mercy. It's good, y'all. And that's why I eat it like that. A lot of people that got notion cut their cookies up into pieces and put little toothpicks on them. I'm like, man, that's a waste of a good cookie when all you got to do is pick it up like this. You pick it up like that. Lord have mercy. But good like that. That's a very white person way to redo the Petey Green watermelon video, is to do it as just eating chocolate chip cookies. I think we found the perfect white person remake for chocolate chip cookies. Welcome. We've got to talk about yesterday's show. Yesterday's show was wild. It was great. Keanu came on. She read her, Instagram DMs from Nick Rekieta. And wow, were they really manipulative. They were really bad. And, he didn't think Keanu would leak these. And it seemed to me, it sounded like coke rambling, but I don't know. And, someone says, you're going to be facing legal actions. Probably from, authorities and whatnot. But, from anyone else, no. The most important thing to do is when you say shit, have receipts. Have it right here. The law has all my receipts. So when it comes to Nick's DMs, one thing that stood out to me was basically him confessing to all of his crimes. And this was amazing to me. I did not expect him to do this in the DMs, but when he said, if you believe Aaron, then he's a monster who brought his children to a drug den, meaning his house. He referred to his house as a drug den. He refers to his house as a drug den, and he goes, or he's a liar. It's like, well, people don't usually lie about things that make them look like absolute horseshit with no redeeming qualities. I admitted to the bad shit I did. I'm not shocked that Nick didn't understand what taking accountability for your actions looks like. But for him to say that, and put it in writing, for God's sake. Oh, I have never met someone who more grossly exaggerates his own intelligence than this man. He is one of the dumbest. He's one of the dumbest. I've met people who maybe intelligence level are dumber. They don't have the capacity for thought that he does, but he's dumber than they are. I've never seen someone try so hard to be a smart guy and come up so short. Most of us know our limitations intellectually, and we go, it's a little too deep for me. Nick's never said that. He said, I can go in there with the best of these critical thinkers, and I can out-critical think them. By the way, if you believe Aaron, my house is a drug den. And, Nick, what are you doing? It wasn't supposed to be this easy. That's why he's not doing the streams. He said he was going to stream Wednesday. He didn't. That's why he's not going to keep doing these streams, is because somebody, somewhere, with some level of authority over his life is going to say, dude, every time you go on, you get closer and closer. You can't help yourself. I can admit to everything I did. And there may be consequences for it, sure, but I can admit to everything I did. Fine. Easy enough. Helps me move on in my life. Take whatever accountability and responsibility and consequences of those actions that they may be, and then continue living a full and happy life. He can't do that, because if he does that, he's going to jail. So that's a weird spot to be. So then you got to shut the fuck up. But the Keanu episode yesterday wasn't revealing to me, and I'm sure it wasn't revealing to a lot of people who have observed Nick, but it was, I think, very illuminating to people who maybe were new to this. The messages to Keanu were remarkably manipulative. They were, it was a playbook that it seemed like he'd used before to manipulate weak-minded people, and Keanu's not a weak-minded person. And Gino's not a weak-minded person. So that kind of shit just isn't going to work. Then Keanu and I start getting messages from people. I'll be specific. Keanu and I start getting messages from women saying, I have a Nick Rekieta experience that I didn't want to talk about before that I'd like to talk about now. Oh, really? And so Keanu and I end up talking to people who have these Nick stories. And the first thing I asked them is like, do you have receipts? Can you back this up? You don't want to go on without being able to back this shit up. And they said, yeah, I have. And then they show you the receipts and everything. You're like, wow, holy shit. So Keanu kind of became unknowingly like the, I don't know, like the story that broke the Cosby thing. She kind of became the Hannibal Buress of Nick being a fucking creep towards women, either on the internet or in real life. You know, her reading these messages caused other people to go, oh, well, here's my thing too. And I thought I was alone, so I thought and I'm not coming on here going, oh yeah, I had this altruistic, notion that if I did this, it would start a tidal wave. I thought it would make for an interesting show, and it did. A side effect that came out of it was all these women reached out and said, thank you guys so much for doing this. Here's my story. It's fascinating. I'll tell you that. But wow, what a day that was. What a show that was. How exciting, how fun. And now we go to Rumble Friday with no Gino. We're going to have Johnny. A couple other things I wanted to talk about. We've got, I got a message yesterday from John from Win by 2 Radio. John from Win by 2 Radio emailed me. And, earlier in the week, Patrick Melton had said, I want a box, Aaron, I want a box, Aaron. And then I came out, I said, well, here's the stipulations. We can absolutely do it. And then he said, no, it was a bet. It was a bet. So he ran from another fight, and I'm like, I'm fucking tired of these people, like, yip, kind of trying to bite at my ankles, and me going, all right, let's do it. And them going, well, I didn't, you're responding now? Why would you respond and try to make this happen? So John from Win by 2 Radio emails me out of the blue. He goes, I'll box you. And I'm like, holy shit. All right, sounds like fun. So I talked to the owner of my gym yesterday. I go, how can I do this, without, like, site fees and doctors and blah, blah, blah. And basically what you can do is if John gets his USA boxing membership, meaning he's fully insured to spar and everything like this, we can basically set up a ring at a gym or somewhere else, and it can be a quote-unquote sparring event. And we just get our own judges and we get our own cornermen and everything else. And you hold it as a bout, a scored bout by three judges or so. And we can do the thing, and it's relatively easy to put together. So we're going to do that, and John wanted it to happen before football season started. So we're going to do that. We're going to do it before football season starts. And John and I'd like to get 4 or 5 fights on a card at least. We'll see if more internet personalities want to do it, and it should be a lot of fun. Can even do it outside. I would think doing it at Raleigh's would be a lot of fun. But I just got to say, John's a stand-up guy. Like, John came in and he's like, fuck it, I'll do it. And I saw Mersh was kind of salty about it. He's like, oh, it's gay to do the boxing thing. It's like, dude, you're the one who brought up my boxing. And then I'm like, do you want to do it? Like, no, it's gay to try and challenge people to boxing. Well, I box. It's fun. It's a hobby of mine. No, it's gay if you're an internet. Like, Mersh has all these weird internet rules where, like, if you're on the internet, you can't do this. It's like, don't be such a slave to gay shit, dude. It's leaning in too much. Just be a guy. Just be a dude. There's no rules to just being a dude. Like, if someone goes, hey, you box? I'll fucking box you. It's like, all right, well, let's go ahead and do it then. Sounds good to me. It's like if I played basketball and I said, you want to meet up at a park and play some one-on-one? Oh, it's fucking gay to challenge someone one-on-one in basketball. Why? It's a hobby of mine. I like doing it. Everyone thinks boxing is this tough guy thing. Like, if you want to box somebody, that automatically means you think you're a tough guy. Believe me, like I am a boxer. I train boxers. They're not all tough guys. Some of them are really fucking talented athletes. Some of them are just guys who want to learn how to box. It's a good way to get in shape. Like this weird, like chubby, non-athletic people, like holding boxing up in this realm of like, oh, it's gay to challenge boxing because I can't do it. Well, I know that's what it really is, but what do you say? And they're like, well, it's gay to challenge boxing because it's like tough guy shit. It's not. It's a sport. It's a sport like any other sport. It's like challenging someone to one-on-one basketball, maybe a home run derby in baseball. Who can throw a football further? It's really, that's all it is. This weird fear that soft, doughy potheads have of boxing is strange to me. And let's not forget that Sam Hyde has been challenging people to boxing matches for years now. And it's funny. It's great. I think it's awesome. I'd love to see Sam Hyde in a boxing ring again. I think it's awesome. But these guys, the real problem with these guys is they don't want to do it. They want to talk a bunch of shit about sports like that. And then when someone goes, well, would you like to do it? They just tart out. And they go, oh, what do you think? You're a tough guy? It's like, no, it's something I do every week. It's something I enjoy. Would you like to join me? Would you like to give it a shot? Oh, what do you think? You're a tough guy? The insecurity is showing big time. And John has none of that insecurity. John's a fucking stand-up dude for coming up and, saying, fuck it, dude, I'll do it. Good for John. So John from Win by 2 Radio and I will do that. I wonder, if they could get some of those Dabbleverse guys to, put some fights together, and if more people want to come up to Minnesota and look, I think between streaming it on YouTube and selling some tickets, I think we could probably, like, if we get 8 to 10 people to come out, we could probably cover everyone's airfare and hotel. Probably give them a couple hundo for their trouble. I bet you we could put that together. But it should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about it, and good for John for having a set of balls. Let me open up these links and thank some people. Let's go off to Rumble now. Thank you very much, YouTube. Let me copy and paste the Rumble link here in the YouTube chat. There we go. To the YouTube people, there's the Rumble link. Come on in. We're going to do Rumble Friday. I'm going to bring Johnny in. We're going to open these links. We're going to thank all the people chipping in. And by the way, Rumble Link Friday, you throw in $5. You got a link. We'll play it. Tony with $5 says, you're not douchey for boxing. You're douchey for eating cookies on the air. New boot goofing. Thank you, buddy. They're fucking good cookies, man. They're good. All right, YouTube. I'll see you guys later. We'll see you guys on Monday. Thank you very much for being here. Over to Rumble we go. And